Hi, I'm TT, the founder of Dolphinze. Welcome to the platform demo. To get started as a contractor, head to the Dolphinze website and select I want to get paid for my work. Enter your email address and password, and we'll send you a verification link. Once verified, add your basic details like name and country, and you're in. Once you're inside the platform, you can set up your profile, but let's just head to payment methods. This is where you tell Dolphins how you want to receive your money. You can add one method or several, it's entirely up to you. In this example, let us add an ETH wallet as a primary payout destination. We're also adding a second wallet to allocate a portion of income into savings. We can now allocate and set up a split. Here we're allocating 20% into savings and 80% to the primary wallet. You can add as many wallets and as many assets and networks as you want, but for this demo, let's just work with these two. Save allocation and confirm it. Now let me switch over to the employer side. The employer invites the contractor simply by entering their email address. That's it. No onboarding forms, no manual setup. Back on the contractor side, the invite from the employer appears on the home page. Once accepted, the contractor can immediately start raising invoices. Creating an invoice is a straightforward workflow. The contractor fills in the service details, selects whether to apply taxes, and specifies the applicable tax rate. They also choose who covers the Dolphin's fee, either the contractor or the client. The contractor would set up a date and a due date and hit create invoice. Dolphins generates a PDF automatically, review it for accuracy, and then click send invoice. Jumping back to the employer view, the invoice arrives by email and is also visible in the platform. The employer opens it, reviews it, and selects a payment currency. In this example, the invoice is denominated in USD, but the employer chooses to pay in ETH. Dolphins generates a payment code valid for approximately 10 minutes. The employer can either scan the QR code or copy the wallet address and send the payment directly. Once sent, they submit the transaction hash as payment proof. On the contractor side, the invoice status updates to reflect that payment has been initiated. Once the transaction completes, the full payment appears in the contractor's pay history, split across their designated wallets according to the allocation that they've set. One more thing worth seeing, employers can fund payments using fiat or they can provision a dedicated ETH address directly in the platform. Dolphins generates the address, the employer deposits into it, and funds are ready for contractor ongoing payments. No bank transfer, no intermediary. That's a complete end-to-end walkthrough. Contractor account creation, payment split into ETH, invoice creation, employer invite and acceptance, and payment via Ethereum, including the provisioned ETH address. That's Dolphins. One payment in, infinite choices out. Thank you for watching.